Hi Pisces, welcome to your October 2021 Tarot Scope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Pisces, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the month, your actions and interactions with the world at large, rather, you have the Judgment card, right? So this is going to be a month, my dear Pisces, of change for you, right? And some of these changes you're going to initiate for yourself. The Judgment card is quite a deep card. It's got many different meanings, and I mean they all do, but you get my point. This is a deep card because it usually shows up when there's a big change that's coming up, and this could be one that comes from a very deep place within you that kind of says it's now or never. You have to do this, and it's only going to be an aspect of you. It's going to be a part of your soul or your mind or your psyche that says to you, you have to act on this now that you know this. And it's kind of one of those moments as well where I kind of feel like whatever you do realize, learn, come to understand, have an epiphany over, it's like once you know it, you can't unknow it. And it's going to make you act in a very decisive way, which is, you know, not necessarily what Pisces energy is known for, but I actually think this could be very good for you in a lot of ways. Now, that being said, whatever this call to action is, it is one that you will follow really powerfully. It's like whatever you align with, you're going to be like, yes, that is the direction. Boom, I'm going there. For your communications and conversations, you have the Page of Cups. This is a card that I attribute to your kind of energy in a lot of ways. It's dreamy and intuitive and lovely, but it's also going to see you having a lot of conversations like there's something that you feel on a really deep level. This could be something that you feel for someone. This could be something that you feel about someone. Whatever it is that you're sharing, whatever communications you're having this month, you're speaking from the heart, which is beautiful, right? Usually Pisces people, it's arty and it's creative and it's all of those things, absolutely. But whatever you're saying this month, right, whatever this call to action is, it's like there's something that you feel on that heart level, and it's like, I have to say this, like whatever it is, I have to speak it. I have to speak my truth. I have to speak my heart. And this month, when it comes to your communications, there could be something that you are sharing that maybe, you know, somebody's completely like, I don't really know what to do with that, or I don't really know what to say about it. And it's like, you don't have to do or say anything. This is me speaking my heart. This is me speaking my truth. This is me sharing what I feel I need to share. And I'm like, fuck yeah, go on Pisces. Yeah, I got a Pisces sister. I've dated 3 of you guys. Like, I really like Piscean energy. And I don't know if you haven't been with me long enough, you probably won't know this, but my best friend in high school or secondary school, whatever you want to call it, was a Pisces. And when I tell you, we had the most fun. She was like this wonderful little vagabond. She was kind of like a leaf in a breeze. She just had this wonderful energy of being able to go wherever life took her and just deal with it as it came. And I used to really envy that about her. She was really just like, yeah, when it's good, yeah, when it's bad, oh well. You know, she was just so consistent in that energy. It's one of the reasons I love Pisces energy, because there's something that we could all learn to be and do more of, to embody more of. But this month, you're more decisive, you're a lot clearer, you're a lot more definite. You're speaking on things that are really important to you and things that come from that very deep well of knowledge and power and mysticism possibly as well that some of you have access to. Whatever you're talking about this month, it's going to be, you know, you're at the heart of it. You need that nitty gritty. For your, when it comes to work as well with the Pisces, for you Pisces, when it comes to work, this month you could really find that you're speaking up about what is not working. Like, you could just be really brutally honest and everyone's like, okay, they came to work, right? And actually this could be very good to allow people to see that other side of you. For your communications, your love and relations, should I say, you have the Chariot card. So what do we see here? We have a time sequence. For those of you that are single, whoever shows up for you or whoever you're connecting to over the course of this month, you will probably be aligning with them fully or properly in July next year. The reason I say that is because you've got the Page of Cups with the Chariot card. That is literally the time of Cancer. So pay attention. If you're single and you're looking, pay attention to who shows up right now, because they will be a big part of your life going forward. And it may be a very slow and steady build towards something concrete with this person at a later date. I feel like this comes from you though, because you're kind of like, there's this realization here where you're just like, you know what? No, this is how I feel. This is how I think. Like, you're going to be really active and very decisive about that. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, it's the Chariot, right? So this suggests that you guys need to speed things up, that you need to have more fun. It does suggest as well that you may be planning some form of travel this month, that you might be taking a trip of some sort this month together. One of the things that I will also say to you as well, because it is the Chariot card, this is a hurdle in the relationship that you guys are coming over. It's not been easy to get to this point, mind, right? But it suggests that this is something that can be overcome. If you and your partner are ignoring the bumps in the road, remember the Chariot's opposite association in the zodiacal wheel, in the taroic wheel, is the Tower. Right, so this would be a month to really pay attention to the forks in the road or the bumps in the road that you know are there but are trying to ignore. For your money and materials, you have your card, the Moon card. All right, so it's not an easy card. Ooh, when it comes to finances, money and resources, it looks like some of you are considering paying for or booking a trip. And you're like, oh, you know, if I book this, am I going to be able to make it because of the current world events? I will say this, anything that you book for 2022 after the time of Pisces, so after birthday season for you guys, is a trip that you will be able to take. I would put my, maybe I wouldn't say I would put my professional reputation on the line, but I would put money on it. Anything that you book for 2022 from March onwards, it's a trip that you'll be able to make, right? So if there's something coming up and, you know, maybe you've got friends or family or a loved one saying, you know, I want to travel here for next year. And if that's the case and it's after March, go for it. You've got the green light. Anything that's more in the short term, I would be a bit more careful with. As per vehicles, cars, motorbikes, etc. This month, get it looked at, get it serviced. This is not a month really to ignore anything, you know, whether it's a knock, whether it's an oil leak, whatever it is. This month I would do whatever maintenance you have to on your vehicle, right? Now, the final thing that I have here as well, any journeys that you are taking at night, please be careful. All right, that's as much as I want to say on that front. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, the Moon card actually rules the feet and the ankles and the toes, but it also rules the hormones. And because you've got this right next to the Chariot card, I am apt or prone to say this month you could really find that whatever you're eating or consuming is really having a powerful effect on you, more so than usual. And you might even find that mood swings this month are, you know, just a thing. Like, this would be a month for you to really find ways to look after yourself and to regulate your mood. Your first week of the month, you have the Lovers card underneath the Judgment card. There is definitely new partnership, new relationship you know, enhancing of a current relationship, etc. on the horizon for you, Pisces. You've got the Lovers card with the Judgment card. So there's two ways that this could show up. For some of you, this may be a reconnection with somebody that you have been with, been in love with, been connected to, etc. Definitely possible, because the Judgment card can be the blast from the past. Because you've got this, and you've got it here with the Lovers card, blast from the past, right? Literally. But it could just as easily be that you meet someone and you just feel like, you know what, I will abandon all caution and I need to let this person know that I am so into them that I want to date them. There's something here that feels like it's an innate push, and it's like you can't put your finger on it, but you know that you don't want to let this person get away. Very, very odd. For your second week of the month, of course, you've got the Moon card. So I will say this to you, there is definitely some form of travel that comes up for you around birthday season next year. There is definitely a connection with somebody that means something quite significant to you, or may end up meaning something quite significant to you around the time of July. So for a select few of you, you could literally be meeting this person on your travels. So wherever it is that you're planning to go, your trip goes ahead, no problem. You might meet somebody there. Just very, very interesting. And because the Moon card is Pisces ruled and it's underneath this, that's a second time sequence. So time is really, really, time is on your side. Is as much as I will say. For the third week of the month, you have the Empress coupled with the Chariot. There is partnership, there is love, there is connection, there is harmony and balance in relationships this month. There's also you planning a trip to a very beautiful place. This, for some of you, this could be on an island. For some of you, this could be a place that's equatorial, so somewhere that's like really green and lush, but also very humid. You've got a double dose of the Moon card, you've got the Chariot card, and you've got the Empress. Wherever this place is, it's hot, it's humid, it's lush, vibrant, beautiful, like a place of true stunning natural beauty. Now, in terms of this month, that Empress card for the third week of the month is really saying to you, you have a chance to rectify any problems in a partnership or a marriage, or, excuse me, or a relationship, but you're going to have to do the work, right? You're going to have to observe what actually is here. For those of you that are single and looking, I mean, I have to say, whoever this person is, they're either from abroad or live abroad, or they are from a different background to you in some way, shape or form. What I find really interesting though is that the age appears to be relatively similar. And if that's not the case and you're thinking, oh my gosh, but my person's younger than me or my person's older than me, it could just be that you are effectively like the two sphinxes on the Chariot card. You know, you're two halves of a whole, you just get each other. Very, very interesting. For your fourth week of the month, you have the Tower card. When it comes to your money, your finances and your resources, please look after yourself. If you're traveling this month, by car, if you're taking any sort of road trip, I would be very careful with your wallet, your purse, your bag, anything that you store your money or your access to your money in. Be very careful with this. With the Moon card as well, it's the second time this has come up. I mean, it's come up several times, but all eyes on the wide world stage in that third and fourth week of the month. You've got the Chariot, the Tower card right next to the Empress. This could be, now it doesn't necessarily mean that this is specifically just for Pisceans, but it could be that you guys are there could be a natural disaster that happens in your locality. I truly hope that I'm wrong on that level, but the Tower card coupled with the Empress is geological changes, and sometimes harsh ones at that. It could be anything from a thunderstorm right through to a full-blown earthquake. So just something to consider. I mean, the fact that you've got a double dose of the moon card as well, that could also be a hurricane. Now, for the new moon, you have the gate 46 and serendipity. So the new moon, the new moon in Libra is definitely going to bring someone or something into your life that is likely to be around for a while, and it just happens through serendipity. It's going to happen smoothly, easily, surprisingly, in a way that really kind of just feels right, even though it's a bit like, oh, okay. Yeah, nice. For your full moon message, you have the gate 30 and holding. So that full moon in the sign of Aries is happening technically in your 12th house, and in a lot sorry, I'm lying, in your second house, which is all to do with your money, your finances, and your resources. This card for me always says, find what it is that you want or need and hold on to it for dear life. This is really speaking to your finances then, because the full moon in Aries is in your second house, especially if you're an ascendant Pisces, to a lesser degree the sun and to a lesser degree the moon. But the second house in astrology is all to do with your money, your finances, your resources, what you value, how you truly value it, and how you really feel about the things that you love. This full moon is really going to highlight to you what you're ready to create more of on the material plane, and what it is that you're ready to hold on to on the material plane. Sometimes what we value isn't about really money or materials, it's about a lot more than that. And I think this month will go a long way to helping you figure out what that truly is. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic month. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.